was pools out when I wrote this. Token some hippie pot, permeating piffy potions. Chocolate lemon juve, slow motion. Close eyelids, all these hybrids. Wake up, say your prayers, get mine. I know I did. Peace and love to my people in Nairobi, Kenya. Tuned in, you know what I'm saying? Nairobi, Kenya. Shout out to Alabama. 1 minute we'll be joining this vibe session with us as a family, as a community, to see what's going on with y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all check on me, a lot of y'all check on us, you know, entertainers or people, you know, musicians and stuff, but not often we get a chance to check on you. So we're gonna vibe like that today. You dig? Y'all got questions? Hopefully I can answer them. If I don't know for some reason, if we literally trying to figure something out, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna YouTube it. We're gonna do it together. You dig? But barely, yeah, I think that all that be good preparation too. So if you see something, you'll know how to deal with it. But if you could take the emotion out of things first before coming up with this, don't make no decisions off emotions. You know what I'm saying? Well, all of them, you know, if you're gonna give from your heart, you can give from your heart, and you gotta accept that there's nothing to come from that because you gave from your heart. So you're not looking for nothing to reciprocate in particular, you know what I'm saying? But that's just a thought. And what we'll do is Daddy check back in with you, so I hold your line up. It's 9 o'clock, and I am on Facebook Live. Now, if you need me now, you're welcome to call me back, and Daddy just to join you on to it. There's nothing to it. Well, better yet, no, we'll get off when you get in the nail shop. I'm on the line with my baby. She's going to school for nursing. My first child was a daughter when I dropped Street Life. You know what I'm saying? When I dropped Street Life, I was a father to be. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people was inquiring, like, what was my change? What was my change about on Street Life? Not only I had a chance to kind of express probably more personal time to myself because I was fresh from coming from Europe, you know what I'm saying? We just did a tour with Snoop in 1999 or late 1998, and we were coming back, you know what I'm saying? But we can get back to that too. But so I don't lose my train of thought. Y'all don't forget y'all questions. I see some on here. But I came back from Europe and I saw the world was a ghetto, man. You know what I'm saying? I saw the world was a ghetto. I saw like my jewelry and stuff. It wasn't, you know, it didn't really mean nothing to these people, you know what I'm saying? That's what made me really, really put all that thought and that vibe into the heart of a ghetto boy. My trip overseas with Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying? Young dude, born and raised from Louisiana in the South, in the more bigger city part of Louisiana, New Orleans. Just imagine, man, you're going places and they got projects taller than you've ever seen in your life, and people you can see far as your eye can see hanging their clothes on ropes, you know, and wire to dry their clothes outside their balcony. That type of stuff was still going on, you know what I'm saying? Europe was a very, very, very unique transition for us. You know, there are some places we was at, it was amazing. Hey, we overseas doing this, doing that. And then on another aspect of it, you know, certain parts of Germany, we had to be locked up in the back of the tour bus, and the driver had to let the crossing guards know while we was crossing borders that he had nobody in the tour bus because it was so highly racist and it could have been detrimental to our lives. So he had to lock the door, lock that section of the tour bus to make sure me, Mac, Kanan Abel, C, Corey Miller, Magic, the times that he was on some of those Euro trips, had to lock us in there so we didn't get in trouble with the crossing guards of this racist part of Germany. I'm not saying everybody's like that. I'm just telling you my experience, 1998, 1990, bringing it into 1999. You know what's so crazy? I remember we had Thanksgiving over there, right? We had Thanksgiving in the time and all we had was crackers and punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't tripping, we just couldn't find nowhere to eat or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But we'll come back to that, you heard me? That's a whole bunch of just me. Shout out to Nairobi. Shout out to Alabama for sure. Heart of a Ghetto Boy, what's big, man? I know y'all got some questions, so we can run it.
DJ Rome, what up? Irv 100, yell at me, man. I believe in working it out. Yeah, let's just work it out. You know what I mean? But I'd rather get it done if that's what you want to get done. You need to come back to Who Got That Fire Part 2. Okay? I love feel my pain, play every day, because life I've been through, I can really relate to that. That's what's up, homie. That's what's up. Shout out to Rap, Priester, Dallas, DJ Tech Live, Leonard Ware. Shout out to everybody tuning in. This is Who Got That Fire live. You feel me? What you hearing in the background, I got some beats I produced. You know what I'm saying? Some beats I produced. My shit knocking. I'm not asking for nobody's opinion. You heard me? But yeah, man, I woke up. I'm feeling good. Talking to my baby, Bailey Jones. You heard me? Beezus. Check out the piece, Blessed, do the spell the phone back on Shakespeare Humble. Oh no, that got the hook. I can't get it out. Now shout out to them Dada got this another day. Mississippi, what up? Good morning. Marlon, whenever y'all ready for something new, baby, I'ma drop it. If you can gather 10,000 of y'all, I got 55,000 supporters on here. If you can get 30,000, you heard me? If you can get 25,000 of these supporters on here to all tap in, I will give you a new album for free. Facts. Andrew, what up? Jonathan, what up? Creek Life. Yup. Marlon Forbes. Hey. Yeah, so there we go. It's 9:05 a.m. It's your man, Fiend International Jones. Me, personally, I smell great. I also want to step it up for my players out here. Step your cologne game up for your lady company. And I also want you to be able to, I want to change something. This is something I do. I ain't perfect, but I'm going to just tell you, like, I'm married. I'm happy. I think it's great. So I'm just going to just share some vibes. And you might think, hey, big homie, you might think, like, that's dope. And some people, you might think, like, that shit whack. And that's cool. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But any players on here that have been following the National Jones, let me give you some vibes, right? We're going to come back to the cologne thing, but let me tell you something. When buying flowers for your woman, for buying flowers for your significant other, when buying flowers, right? Do not, I repeat, do not ever buy flowers to say you're sorry. Shoot that misconception completely, headbutt that misconception in the head. You dig? Check this out. Practice giving flowers just because. You know what I'm saying? And you can automatically make your relationship that much more healthy into when you are so predictable, when something goes wrong, these flowers, kind of like translate with I'm sorry. So now such a beautiful presentation, such a beautiful bouquet of flowers is going to automatically process as sorry, sadness, instead of what it should be. I was thinking about you, oh pretty ass. You know what I'm saying? So here's these flowers. I was laughing about how last night you had me tripping out. So instead of just calling and talk about it, I stopped and got some flowers. So boom, you heard me? You feel me? You heard me? So like that's just one to grow on. You heard me? I'm gonna also put this up and make it available. Stop buying flowers. Stop giving gifts to say you're sorry. You heard me? I think that'll increase the happiness of your relationship. Boom! I'm not a doctor, but the shit works. You dig? So, I see y'all want to talk about some music. Richard Mason, I said Snapchat. It would be nice if women could cash out that, but I don't think that's allowing us to work like that just yet. If y'all up this morning, y'all can send some hearts and some likes. It's all good. I love love. You dig? Don't let nobody tell you no different. How you doing over there, Bailey? Mm-hmm. Just getting the job done. Yeah, some of them don't last as long, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of like It's all good, Richard. Nah, it's all good. No, something don't last as long, but that's good to know because sometimes you like the flavor so much, it's worth tolerating on it. It'll be gone quick. You know? Yeah, you got 8, so you got 7 more to draw from. Cornelius, check this out. Appreciate that. You know, Mac lined that up for me, him, Spitter, and Nati to get on the song together. We was honored to do that. Honored to do that. You know what I'm saying? Honored. Honored, you hear me? Tydro, what up? Michael, what's up? Starla, what's good? Any ladies on here that want some relationship advice? I'm not a doctor, but I've been knowing some stuff. That's just me. I wanna make sure y'all are right. I know a lot of people are inquiring about the Kyrie thing. I think that I don't know about other countries because I haven't lived in another country. You know what I'm saying? Like a long time period. But I will tell you this here. 3 uncomfortable things to talk about that are always uncomfortable and that can always divide people are religion, politics, and race. You know what I'm saying? Those 3 things are somewhat sometimes difficult because everyone has their own view and opinion. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got that fire conversation for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got that fire that I'm gonna shoot it straight to you. You know what I'm saying? You voted yesterday? I'm so proud of you. My baby Bailey voted yesterday. Let's go ahead and give her some music and an applause. You know what I'm saying? Because she a boss. For those that was out there, you voted. I'm proud of you. Don't let nobody tell you no different. I'm proud of you. You voted. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. That's how you do that. A lot of guys, words you got it, brothers through life. You heard me through your rhymes. Jonathan Walker. I thought about that the other day, right? I thought about that the other day and wanted to talk about that. This cat was telling me that I had said something and it resonated. I was saying I think that we was told one-sided that to be so modest, be humble, be humble, be humble, be humble, be humble, be humble, right? We're told to be humble so much. When do we turn up this hero? When do we turn up this king, this queen? When do we turn up this warrior that's inside you that is destined for greatness? You know what I'm saying? It just can't be go record 1,000 songs and you'll be great. The business of that need to be just as strong, and the business of that need to be courageous. It won't settle for no. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell you, man, being humble is one thing, but also don't turn down the courageous you, the confident you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the person that's going to get the business done too. Being humble can cost your ass millions. I know. You know what I'm saying? So, think about that. I want everybody to continue to be great. We the have-nots is straight up bang. Appreciate that, homie. You heard me? We the have-nots. Let me see if I can find that joint. Yeah, man. I thought about that, man. Like, think about the times we just was humble to the situation, but we should have turned up. Like, nah, man, that's how I feel. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be able to have that space and be confident about that, about your business, about your loved ones. But keep in mind also, if we could take emotion out of a lot of our decisions, we could really cut up. I noticed a lot of times I had my emotions and decisions in business and it didn't help me out at all. It's one thing to be emotional about your art. Oh, this is my song, dog. This is my beat, man. Nah, dog, I was talking about grandma and I get all that. But when it comes down to the business, we got to have our business together to get the best outcome for our intellectual property. Anything that we're doing, hence, for it starting today if you didn't. Homie said, Cornelius King said he was at the boot in Broward when you did Gorilla in the Trunk. And Joy H, my only time ever seeing you in person. That's crazy. That's what's up, man. Well, guess what, man? I'm looking to come to more cities that I've had opportunity to get with already or not get with already. You know what I'm saying? I believe the people that are listening to me and the people that chime in and chopping it up, there's a lot of people that went through some trauma, a lot of people that might have dealt with. Okay, my love. Well, Dad is here if you need me. I'm on Facebook doing the show live, but I am here and accessible if you need anything. I love you too. Bye, my love. Yeah, so that's what I do. I was on the phone with my baby girl while chopping it up. But I want to send some good vibes out there, man. I believe the cats are the have-nots, little mamas and the players are the have-nots, people that still figuring it out. And it's okay to be like that, you know what I'm saying? I was able to talk myself through a lot of the music to help myself out to do better, you know what I'm saying? And through y'all giving me them vibes back, whether y'all was vibing to the joint, whether it got you through something, it also reassured me like, wow, you're not alone, you dig? So one time for the homie talking about the have-nots, this is a joint featuring my little brother, my main man, Corner Boy P, known presently to a lot of players as Fendi P, called the have-nots, you heard me? Listen to the chorus. Yeah, Jones, yeah, international. That's right. Keep you cool, baby. Say we the have-nots, baby, the wonderful. They really have much, baby. So I bought it, and what's your mode? Ain't no drama. Say we the have-nots, baby, the wonderful ones. They really have much, baby. So the more honor, and I'm wishing on take care, mama. Hey, bro, love that joint, bro. Say we the have-nots, baby, the ones before us and really have much, baby. So I party in your honor and I wish you more success, no drama. Say we the have-nots, baby, the ones before us and really have much, baby. So I party in your honor and I promise I'ma take care of mama. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I come up off of my brother hustling to take care of better circumstances for my mama, you know what I'm saying? It's different eras, you dig? And before he passed away, he told me, man, you better take care of mama. You know what I'm saying? Whether your mom was in a physical bad relationship, stuff like that. Like I had my own little traumas and things I had to kind of get through, you feel me? And a delay is not a denial while wanting the bigger and greater outcome, you dig? So like I said, I ain't no preacher, I'm a reacher, man. I just be sharing love because I rather walk with love, you feel me? And I believe in life that if it's the opposite of love, I know how to deal with it. You dig? So this is the Who Got That Fire show segment. Today, episode 17. You need to go and get that Mac album right now. It is called Son of the City. It is available. This is just the first installment on the return of our brother making it home. You dig? Vibe with him. Chill with him. He produced the majority of that stuff, you dig? So vibe with him, you dig? And you hearing it here exclusively. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't know, here on Who Got That Fire. Andrew Albertson, when my pops died, told me to take care of mama. Real deal, right? Real deal. What up, young Keisha? What up, Keisha the Diva? Yeah, man, I want to talk about those things because everybody, after after funerals and reception and stuff like that, 3 weeks later, people forget, like, you just put your father in the ground. You just put your mother, you let your mother transition, your brother, your sister, your uncle, you know what I'm saying, your kids. And life continues, but we all still deal with some things and we carry these things with us, you know what I'm saying? And, every year, of course, sometimes it can get sentimental and celebrating birthdays and stuff like that. But I want to tell you another thing. Like, this is just me, man. Like, I just feel like, why I don't want to celebrate when a person got shot. I don't want to celebrate the day that they died. How come this is me, man. I want to celebrate their birthday, you know what I'm saying, their born day, and I want to keep that vibe going like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know transitioning is inevitable, but that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? You need to shoot a video to that song, Straight Fire. Appreciate it. Yeah, maybe we need to shoot something to that. You heard me? Shoot something to the have-not joints. Let's go.
Shotgun houses, 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. Clothes on my back, so what more can one ask? Adults in the living room catching contact. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Corner store donuts, brand new TVs missing components. Started on the right road.
How could you wrong it?
War wounds visible. Streets ain't safe, but I got shit to do. How it survives?
It's a miracle.
Bumping, always
Into something.
anything that you need, get it for a
Little nothing.
Flow nicest, but accelerate with your vices. Taurus the bull, but I make it off my own places. Great people, just the area, just born trifles. No voice without money, you just born mindless.
Yeah, man. All Augustus. Look at my cup. My daughter got it. Say we the have-nots, baby. The wonderful ones ain't really have much, baby. Have much, baby. So I party in your honor, and I wish you more drama. Say we the have-nots, baby. The wonderful ones ain't really have much, baby. Have much, baby. So I party in your honor, and I wish I'ma take care of mama.
I remember them cold winters, no heat, and we in December skipping breakfast to make sure we
That's
had
Fendi.
dinner. Mama was hauling home, had to raise yourself on your own. That 9 roaming the streets like I was grown.
Like I was grown.
Child protection wasn't no battle, foster care and group homes. Had to fight for your matches every day, getting it on with niggas from different walls. Had to show you was hard. 13 sipping lean, popping up cars. And I ran with the wild niggas, was fuck the other side, nigga. It got crazy, went from fighting to them pistols. Corey got hit with a 4 nickel.
Come on.
Raymond, he caught a nickel. I went to trial for a crime I ain't commit. Every day is the same shit, every block is the same struggle. They love you when you ain't got it.
When they with it, this motherfucker.
Style on the show, you can do whatever you want. We can
Do
do
it.
it. From the hood, you know it ain't nothing new.
We ain't have a lot of have-nots, baby. The wonderful wasn't really have much, baby. Have much, baby. So I light up in your honor, and I wish you more money, no drama. Say we the have-nots, baby. The wonderful wasn't really have much, baby. Have much, baby. Hey, and I'ma take care of mama.
Money every month of your books, know I'm on the guy. This month, bitches, we missing you at the cookout. I was putting that good out, verbal and herbal. Rushing my way to success, jumping up out of hurdles. You bitch and tighten your girdle. You deserve diamonds, tighten your circle. G advice for somebody know the people that hurt you. Pops pass, I should be saying this face to face, but now I through this letter, I walk cracking open the safe. All these line girls, cash every, you know how it was. Some sold a lot of drugs, smoked a lot of bud.
Lord have mercy. This be getting me through too, baby.
First time you smoke weed, you remember fake pumping. Your mom lost a child and you moved out the neighborhood. Didn't want to do it, but you knew it paid you good. I knew what you wouldn't, but you knew what I would. So every 20,000, I still
We the have-nots, baby. The wonderful wasn't really have much, baby. Have much, baby. So I bought her in your honor, and I want your most, yeah. We the have-nots, baby. The wonderful wasn't really have much, baby. Have much, baby. So I light up in your honor, and I promise I'ma take care of mama. Man, I love that song. Hey, bro. Hey, I love that song, bro. You know what I'm saying? This be my way of getting through things. You know what I'm saying? This is, my way of getting through things in life. But, you know what I'm saying? We already know that. If you know the vibe, you don't know the vibe. You heard me? That joint right there is on the project Lil Ghetto Boy. Fiend, Lil Ghetto Boy. The name of that song is The Have-Nots. Yeah, I shot a video in Cleveland with the homie De Niro and his crew out there. Last weekend. It was a dope. Shout out to the whole 216. You know what I'm saying? That was a whole vibe right there. That was a whole vibe. That shit was wavy. That shit was wavy. Man, love y'all too, homie. Love y'all too, bro. You know what I'm saying? More good music, more the vibe too. That's all, bro. I'll be trying to just play my part. You know what I mean? And also vibe and don't keep this stuff because it's therapeutic for me too. You heard me? It's therapeutic for me too. I believe I was meant and created to make music and also be a vessel and talk about my experiences, because ever since Desmond and their families, I was able to talk myself through some things. You know what I'm saying? I was able to talk myself through some things because, you know, who could we tell this shit to? Yeah, man. Chris Miller, man, good to meet you, fam. When can we view the video? You gotta get at De Niro. Go on his page, man. I posted him on Who Got That Fire on Instagram. Hit him up. He also on Facebook. His name De Niro. Hit him up. He's from Cleveland. Hit him up. Ask him when that video gonna be ready, because y'all ready for it. It's called, I think, Pull Up in Your City. In the Town is the name of the song. Alex Smith, I appreciate that. You hear me? I appreciate that for real, for real. You dig? Hey, man, but if you look, check us out. If y'all have any questions, not necessarily, man, if y'all got any questions that you feel I can help walk you through, any questions that I can answer, now's the time. We're going to do it. You heard me? We going to do it. He said, make me a song. Hit my DM. Hit my DM. I got to get to know you, and I could make you, I could tell and make you something special. You heard me? That's what I do. Rest in peace, rest in paradise, Big Ed. Do I have a label? Yes, I have a label. I have a few labels, but the one that you've probably seen a little bit is FDE. Forever Determined, you heard me? Entertainment. FDE, dig? One of them looking to go back on tour. Calvin Brown, what up, fam? We're in talks, man. Talking to somebody right now about some dates next year. We're gonna see how that works, see how it works for everyone's schedule, and then we'll come right back. You remember, y'all really want us to pull up? We're gonna pull up and party and enjoy ourselves and celebrate and take it back. You heard? Yeah. Yeah, that's what's great. Recall, Welch's Jr., what up, homie? How was my Rough Rider journey? The journey on Rough Rider. Rough Riders was dope, man. It was, I did a lot of growing up. I turned up my hustle, you know what I'm saying? I turned up a little bit. That was a great experience. I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot. I wish I'd have put out an album. Wish we'd have been able to put out an album, but I think I got paranoid, man, with getting older, not knowing how long I was gonna have to sit, because we were going through transitioning on doing some things to the label, and our family D had went through such a serious accident, and he was recovering, and that was like one of the main A&Rs in the studio, so it wouldn't have been right to I guess, to record an album without him being involved, having his outlook on things. I think that would have been something extra special for him to been able to sit there and end our project. But at that time and space in my life and our lives, I think him recovering was most important. And me just figuring out what I had to do, you know what I'm saying? I think age, wondering about getting older and not accomplishing what I need to accomplish and secure some things, I think that kind of got to me as an artist, you know. So I'm gonna take more blame on the Rough Rider thing, on not releasing a Rough Rider album, because it wasn't their fault. You know what I mean? I had the facilities, the work. I just was going through so much. I went to jail out there, you know what I'm saying, and ended up getting on probation. That was a kind of whole little something. But it was experience, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? T. Wright, what up? He's part of Tyrone's Day for sure, man. Man, rest in paradise, Weeby. That was special. That was really, really special. I don't know if I got any music with Weeby that me and him was on together, but I do got this joint that I put him in a song. Let me see if I can find it. My city's still recovering from what happened to Fifth Ward Weeby. Corey Schwinger. Man, I know it's in here. Let me think of the project. What it's called? Man, I love that joint. I think that's all now. Oh, I gotta think of the project name. Is it this one? Let's see. Legacy Stainless. Nah. What's the other one? Oh, here it is. Believe in You. Oh, man. Yeah. I just want to acknowledge a few people and celebrate you in a way that's only right, you know. My city's still recovering from what happened to Fifth Ward Weed. Black and mild chorus singer, and there's more believe. Buried my nephew TJ the other day, it ain't easy. But we gon' get through this jazz for sure, for sheezy. Whether you sippin' on brown liquor or pouring a reason. Happy to have you this morning, afternoon, or this evening. Every time you thought you fought the was dolo. When you were sure your demise was a no-show. That shit empower you to never fake it. One of Jordan's college coaches said he never make it. So worthy Space Jams and Baccarat. Get your blessings and get it. There's something to talk about. You a soldier, just emotional roller coaster. Far from church, I hope you're a sober. Shit. I know this pandemic got you looking all over, but you will survive. A head on your shoulders, your supernova. I ain't gonna lie. I had my eye on that active vanquish. I use this time now to learn another language. Up on my fitness, start another business. Be the best version of me. That God be my witness. Pretty girl, deposit them tears into a bank. You got this. Let your actions show them how you think. We done came a long ways together. We survive all types of weathers. We done came a long ways together. We survive all types of weathers. We done came a long ways together. We survive all types of weathers. Hey man, rest in paradise, the Fifth Ward Weeby. Tyrone Davis, did you put it out? It is out. If you're talking about this song, it's on a project called Stoner's Etiquette. You hear me? Just type of Fiend in YouTube, or type of Fiend in Tidal, Apple Music, you know, like that. Yeah, man. Something special. Super special. But hey, the Kyrie thing I want to tell y'all, I don't know, man. If we had the type of stuff that was set in place, how other communities did, we wouldn't have to worry about freedom of speech and some elements, you know what I'm saying? Man, let them know, big man from Maryland is praying for him. Appreciate that, T. Wilson. I'm wishing us all, baby. And do some shows in the city of Algiers, Soldier 1.5. Hey, Lucky White, all y'all gotta do is let me know when y'all trying to see me, man. Some club promoter do it, or I'll book it myself. You dig? But we can make that happen, Lucky White. Have us a nice throwback vibe. You hear me? I come do the baddest mother live for y'all over there. You hear me? Charles Whitehead said he need that Fiend and Mac Almar EP. I'm not gonna overtalk that, you know what I'm saying? That can be in the stars, but I'm not gonna overtalk that, you know? I'm just here right now, just watching, you know, fam just get reacclimated and do his thing, and if that happens, you know, cool. You know what I mean? But most importantly, get ready. He just shot a video, I believe his first video, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. Go get the Center of the City project available right now, sir. You know what I mean? You dig? What else I want to say, man? Let's still Rest in Paradise. Takeoff. You know? I don't know if it just automatically just because it's in the hip hop community, but man, it to me just, you know, still hurts. You know what I'm saying? For somebody, you know, so young, lose life so young, bro. Yeah, Charles, but we got that coming, baby. We got that coming. You heard me? You can go, if you want to hear me and Mac on something, you go get his project. We're on a song called Uncut. You dig? Yeah. Yeah, that's sad what happened to dude. Seriously sad what happened to him. How do you feel being the baddest motherfucker alive, but so underrated? Chris Medley. Um, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I gotta take responsibility and have accountability for whatever there could be lack of. But I feel like I've made it, and I feel like I am successful. I feel like I'm, is equivalent to somebody dope as Jay-Z or anybody else that's out there. Drake, is just in everybody's in their own era. I feel like I'm just as wealthy, the relationship I have with my family, my kids. I feel like it's equivalent, wealth and beauty. Success is to the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? But you're right, though. I know for the most part, we could talk to each other. We family, so I don't want to feel like you can't talk to me. Underrated is an obvious opinion of myself because I'm not over everywhere on TV and with a lot of things. So yeah, family, there is work that need to be done. But as far as being a man, a husband, a father, and a holy son, you heard me? I feel like I've made it. I feel like I'm established. I feel like I'm wealthy, super wealthy in ways that men are just starting to be able to know the value of what I already have. And it's not even about someone, seeing what you're driving and thinking, you know what I'm saying? I have another outlook on things. But thank you. Just y'all tuning in is everything to me. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be 200,000. It don't have to be 2 million, 30 million. Y'all tuning in is perfect. You feel me? Because it's not about how many are watching. It's about someone is watching, and it's about who's watching. And I know that anybody has ever been on my page, on any of my social pages, get that. You dig? Yeah, we got this, baby. We got this. And I'm working on something with J. Arson right now. I got a couple features to knock. I'm happy you said that, man. I drifted a little bit. That's the only thing about it, man. You get the vibing a little too early, and guess what, boy? You been forgot some shit. So thank you. You just reminded me I got a feature to knock out for J. Arson, boom, and a few other little things to take care of. Lonnie, Mobile tuned in, salute, man. Mobile, Alabama. We had a show out there. That shit was crazy. Crazy. Shout out Mr. James, Delron, Daryl Lewis. Yeah, man. Yeah. I gotta send something to Scotty. See what I'm saying? Look how y'all helping me out. Y'all basically, in so many words, y'all basically on this new journey. Y'all have the opportunity to help A&R projects. Y'all got the opportunity to help focus on helping build the music that y'all want, as we want as a community of vibes. We want, so this is good. Homie just told me to follow up with Scotty, do a project with Scotty. So I'm gonna send him some joints and we building on that. Yeah, man, Calvin, you're right. I'm having fun enjoying life, man. My email might be in the bio if you want to shoot me some music. If you're looking for me to put out your projects and distribute it on my platforms to help me show you how to make money online on this, we could talk about that too, but I'm not here to sell you anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to sell you anything. You want to support, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to tap in with my people like I should. You know what I mean? I want to be able to tap in with my people like I should and do like I do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Shout out to J-Ro, Robert Hopgood Jr., pretty fly name, Hopgood. You heard me tell about me? You heard him? Hopgood, baby. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. Randall London, y'all see y'all all tuning in. Yeah, man, I said we was gonna vibe today for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? These precise on that beat, we can reach out to them and see what they do. You heard me? Shout out to Miss Kendra Williams over there at Rose Beton. It's her clothing store, her brand that is in the Mall, Louisiana. If you're in the Mall, Louisiana, pull up on her, ladies. She got some fly digs for y'all, for sure. And she got a kids store, it's exclusive stuff, real nice, you heard me? I'm gonna reach out to Precise. That would be nice for us to work on something. Him and Ghetto Twins. Yeah. Billy Mincy, everything cool, homie. Appreciate that, Chris. I made it in your top 3. That's dope. But what I want y'all to do is, can all 31 of y'all go and subscribe? Have y'all subscribed to International Jones TV so you can catch the Who Got That Fire show? That's what I need y'all to do. If you can do, you know what I mean? You can do that for me. Maybe we can add somebody on to here. Oh, they got some viewers. Wait, guest request. Shawde Banx. Send request. Let's see. I'm gonna add some of y'all on here. I didn't see that. You hear me? See if let me add y'all on here right quick. You heard?
What up, big bro?
What you say, young shawty? Good name.
Doing good, you heard me? Trying to roll up right now, you dig?
Yeah, I ain't catching the process of trying to twist one, huh?
You heard me?
He said you caught me in the process of doing some heavy machinery, working some heavy machinery.
What's good, big brother?
Everything's solid, bro. Everything's solid, bro. What's popping with you?
Man, just working, man. Working on the Full Horseman. Just producing. I got one I'm gonna send to you in a few. You know,
Okay.
give big props to you because you signed me off MySpace way before the storm.
Hey, that MySpace. hey. Now for the record, let me let you know something. I also had the opportunity to discover Beats How You Want Them off of MySpace. What's up, my Pilates Hattie? I discovered Beats How You Want Them off of MySpace. We went to the Grammys.
Damn.
Street Customs.
Street
FDE.
Customs.
Beats How You Want Them. We went to the Grammys off a song we got off of Lil Wayne's project. The song is called Misunderstood, a remake from Nina Simone. So shout out to Rodney Johnson. Shout out to Raphael Johnson. Shout out to Musa Hamdan. Shout out to Fiend for the money. Discovered them boys off of MySpace.
Yes, sir. Man, I still give you much props, much inspiration. Just over MySpace, you was like, don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep with the samples. You know what I'm saying? Traveling with 2 truckloads of records I've been collecting over 20 years, and I still,
Nice.
you know, still MPs, you know, still the old way, the analog way.
Hey,
you know
analog is still the way. Beauty, success, and wealth is to the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? FL might be the wave for some. MPC 3000 might be the wave of others. You know what I'm saying? Every hunter got their tools of choice. It's just about the outcome, you dig?
I got to stick to the old law. You know how we came up, big brother. So, you know, I can't switch it up. I've been going too hard.
I'm gonna tell you this. I respect that, but I'm gonna tell you this here, man. I'm gonna tell you this here, now you gotta come forward with me too. I know you're using some sounds from different places. Don't sleep on Logic. Don't sleep on some of these sync cards. Don't sleep on Don't sleep on some of this stuff because it's the wave.
I know.
You hear me? I use it for a sound module.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
I got Ice Mike and Big Swift been telling me that, you know, I got a new test coming up with these sound modules. So I'm here with you, big brother. I'm taking notes.
Listen, you heard me? Like you already know what's up with the drum. You heard me? Yeah. But even a surgeon, even a medical surgeon, is you hearing me? A medical surgeon has to come up to speed with the most up-to-date knowledge to stay abreast.
Yeah.
You don't have to utilize it all, but you could apply it where you need be according to the old law, which you've already been successful in. You feel me?
Yeah.
That make your sauces that much more aged. It's like fine wine, baby. You could be like, nah, love, this is a bottle from '86.
Yeah.
And it's in a new bottle. What's that? Yeah, from 86. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, thanks for giving that game, man, because you always did, man. You know, you hit me back, say, bro, do this. Man, and, you know, that's a lot of how I learn, and I give much thanks for that, man. You know, I'm always trying to learn what I'm doing, trying to stick to the original traditional stuff, but, you know, like you said, it's time to, you know, pick up the speed, update, you know, go from Craigers to Dayton's, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Still keep them in the garage every now and then, pull them out, put
you
them
know
on.
where I learned that from? You know who I picked that up from? Barry White.
Damn. Well, yeah.
He did an interview and he said, the world is the evolution. I know you're seeing the world is constantly evolving. The world has evolution. You know, like I don't want to be left behind. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to exist in a world that can appreciate me and I can appreciate where it's going. And when seen needs fit, I'll apply that little extra little season to this great immaculate sauce already. Even Popeyes upgraded their building. It's the same product for what it's worth. Even McDonald's upgraded the presentation, the building. It's the same burger and fries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It took me a minute though, because when you signed me, man, I was mixing down on my deep freezer on the 4-track.
Real
you know
deal.
what I'm saying?
But I still
then Katrina
enjoyed
hit.
that.
Man, that's what made me didn't stop right at. You know what I'm saying? Like when you told me, it's like, don't stop doing what you're doing. And I was like, man, this dude signed me off. You know what I'm saying? MySpace. I'm like, I ain't never about to get rid of it. Yeah, I'm like, I'm never about to stop no more. You know what I'm saying?
The potential of what you can do is so much better to wait for. You know, what you're doing now, what you was doing then was already amazing off of what you had. Your growth of what it could be is so much more valuable. You know what I'm saying? That's why we went to working. That's why there's Shawde Banx. That's why there's Beats How You Want Them. That's why there's the Meccas. That's why there are drum gangs. You know, that's why there are the directors. That's why there's the regimes. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, I still believe in Beats by the Pound. It's great brands. It's not necessarily it's everyone has their term. So popular belief is just popular belief. You know, Lil Baby is crushing it because it's his time to do what he's doing with his brand. QC is, you know, everyone has their era. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cash Money, still being relevant, still doing things like, you know, you have to repackage it. Drake, Nicki Minaj, Weezy end up being a new packaging of already a proven something of a success. And that's why I'm with business right now. Shout out to Mel and Turk with Trill Entertainment, revitalizing the brands. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no different than Puma making a comeback. It's being more popularized, and that's what makes it to when people be like, "Oh, you must be winning." But nah, man, if I got 1,000 people that want to come visit me at a show every month,
let's get it.
Let's get it. That's powerful. You know what I mean? If I got 300 people that want to see me in a venue in every city in the world, and that we can make it make sense logically on the finance of doing business, that's pressure.
1 + 1 = 2 and keep it moving, you hear me?
Yeah, and most people don't get a chance to do that. You know what I'm saying? Producers get fan bases too.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, you're a fly cat. You from where we from, man. You sometimes you got to show them that it's all on the packaging. You know, I just found that out recently. We're having a conversation with 2 good brothers, D1 and Mac, and also his father. Shout out to Mr. Phipps Sr. And I was just letting them know, just as my opinion, is all on the packaging. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching right now how Flag Boy Giz has packaged up his music, right? But the presentation and the packaging of it make it so much, you know, that much more authentic of a role. You know, that's no different than a Nino Brown or the dude in the Transporter. You know, he's sticking to what he's given to the people, and that is powerful. and it's
Yeah.
refreshing. You gotta dress it up. Earth, Wind, and Fire had the sequence outfits and was pulling
Yeah,
rain from the
yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Say, big brother, when you did that with International Jones, I was like, Fiend with another one with the win with the W, man. It was lovely, man. You know, you got a whole new fan base and revitalized what you already had, man, and that was lovely because you know it's only a couple of cats that's from our section that was really doing it, you know, like on the hip hop level that wasn't bounced like you had spoke about on previous interviews. You know, they didn't want to hear the hip hop stuff and you know really cats on different kind of beats. They wanted the type of stuff that they was used to. And you found a way to, you know, bring it and make it relatable and bring it all in together, you know, from Louisiana, but we still, you know, make hip hop, but we still gonna keep it street, you know what I'm saying? Like Currency, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that boom bap, but you know, boot bap, you know, we make the gumbo with, you know, everything down here. You know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate it. I feel like for some reason they gotta get out, man. I think a lot of people share those vibes, and a lot of people don't know how 40 plus can enjoy hip hop. How 35 plus can enjoy hip hop. So I feel
good
like it's my
music.
duty. Yeah, I had to let you know, like, man, this shit gonna be fly forever. This shit gonna be dope forever, homie. Like this shit
Man,
gonna be that yeah, all the time. So my thing is I just keep stepping in with that. You hear me? Hey, I don't know if I could bring on another. Can you add on more than one person on
I'm
Facebook?
not
Like,
sure. I'm not
let me
sure,
see.
big brother. I'm not tech savvy. I'm just surprised this could do this. I ain't really been doing much, but I seen you and I'm like, let me jump on it with my dudes.
Nah, it's all good. I'm gonna add some other people on. I want to see if it can happen. Ask everyone to join. Your audience is set to public, so anyone can watch. Okay, let's see. We might add 15 people or something. You know, we got 10 more minutes. This is the type of time I had, and I wanted to, you know, kind of like just chop it up, you know what I'm saying, and see what if y'all need from me. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. You always a phone call away, short, whatever you need.
Yes,
Since
sir.
day one, I was like, bro, I can't rap. He was like, man, I got that. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been a fan before and even more so now. So again, big thanks. I give love.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm here.
I got something coming towards you, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get it up to par, you know, to make sure, you know, everything's straight. But I give thanks, big brother.
Right. That's major. That's major, man. We one day at a time. Shout out to Jermaine Cooper in the 216. Jesse Smith Jr., man. If y'all don't know no better than Shawde Banx, man, follow him, support him, tap in with him. He's a solid guy, great producer. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to bring on Randy London. I think we might be able to bring this person on. We got another 9 minutes live on Who Got That Fire show. You hear me? This is dope. Look at this here. Look at this here. Whoa,
Peace,
not great morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
peace,
There we
fam.
go. Picture that. Look, we vibing, boy. We got a whole three-way FaceTime, Facebook to the world. 55,000 people, 25 people attending right now. But guess what? Once it's up for a while, it's going to be up to 10,000 views probably for the day out, so I know better.
Yeah, man. I had to share this live, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate what's going on with you, young London.
None, man. Big fan, bro. Been listening to you for years, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Good to meet you.
44 years old, man. Yeah.
Man,
You
wow, bro.
was just saying 35 and up. Yeah.
35 and up, bro. I've been saying, bro, I'm going to tell you why I feel this way. Because, see, like, the world going to try to tell you, like, you shouldn't be this, that, and the other. Man, I'm a player. What I mean by player, I don't mean like I got a bunch of, like I got holes and shit like that. What I mean is I'm a player, meaning that, you know, I want my guys to be on top with the woman that they have, you heard me? I want them to be on their game as far as business. I want them to be able to constantly give the household that je ne sais quoi, you feel me? So I like to give game, like, you feel me? Like, I don't buy my cologne all the time with my girl because she ain't meet me knowing what all my colognes is. So I like to get that game to players, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? A man that know how to be able to play and joystick his household to keep everybody happy. You know, she met you out. She ain't get set down by parents with you like a pre-made wedding or nothing. You heard me? So I like to give Cass game like that, man. She can appreciate that. She know you wearing that for her. You go to go to cologne spot, you get some fire shit she ain't smelled before you come home that you approved it. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to put cologne on properly, bro. Like it's some clear that I really want to teach my homies, like teach y'all if you don't know, to keep you on the way to. I'm enjoying life. I'm thoroughly enjoying life. I am fucking excited how great life has been for me. And I feel like if you've been supporting me all this time, you know I wouldn't steer you wrong. So if there's something you're gonna teach me some shit, you heard me? And I want to make sure this is a forum for that at any given time. If you don't know before you jump off a bridge, tap in. We might be able to get through it together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I don't buy flowers to say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get them on anything but saying I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want giving flowers to be processed by no woman in my life, mother, daughter, wife, as I'm sorry or it's sad that I'm giving you flowers. So I do it all throughout the year on any given day, so it could be processed altogether differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's game. That's game. Let your woman know coming into the house, when you come in the room, you ain't seen me all day, come give me a hug and a kiss.
Really?
I don't know what's outside. I don't know what's outside.
Hey,
oh, I'm gonna come to you.
hey,
I'm gonna come to her. You heard me? I don't know what's outside, but I know what's inside.
I just want to say, shout out to Detroit, man. You know what I'm saying? Detroit is on here. I'm from Detroit, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the 313.
So, yeah.
Shout out Detroit, man.
East side.
Yeah.
East side for sure, Herman.
Represent.
Shout out to the 313, man. We had an amazing show out there in Detroit. Shout out to Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them boys out there getting money. Everybody that was getting money. Shout out to everybody that's still here. Shout out to our loved ones that's transitioned out there. You know what I'm saying? The 313 is a big, real place. Very, very vibrant, and was the home of our soul and R&B, Motown. You know what I'm saying? So we want to always have respect. You know what I'm saying?
That's
always
right.
respect.
That's right.
Shout out to our Buff Wears, baby.
Very Gordy.
Shout out to our Buff Wears and our Cartier frame sporters. You know what I'm saying? Keep it fly, baby. Keep it player, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it.
Yeah, man. Gated up, man. Gated up.
Hey, man, gated up. That's how it's going to go. Tell me this here, London. What's popping out there right now? I know y'all on that Jeezy right now. Probably heavy right now, right?
Yeah, we on that Jeezy heavy, and we celebrating the BMF series. You know, I'm from River Rouge and Ecorse in Southwest Detroit, so we celebrating the BMF show on Stars, and how 50 Cent got our hood looking real good right now. You know what I'm saying? He making us look,
out.
Highlighting us.
Highlighting us. I'm happy you said that. I wanted to talk about that, man. I don't know if you got time to do it right now, but I think it'd be dope, man, to talk to a real civilian in the Ville, you know what I'm saying, as that nobody, like, you know what I'm saying, what was like for you as a kid, you know what I'm saying, like, seeing like, these guys that kind of re-changed the game as far as getting to it by any means necessary. What was it like for you? Take me to a time and place and a date from what you remember as a youngin', or for seeing this type of grown up, activity going on.
Yeah, I just was seeing, I knew a lot of people who was affiliated and stuff like that, and who still are affiliated or whatever, and I seen how their life changed, and, they brought a lot of money, and it wasn't no hating, because he was giving everybody money, making sure everybody was paid, so a lot of, it was less hating. You probably ain't going to see that type of stuff happen anymore in this era. That's the thing of the past, you know what I'm saying? But it was a great time, and watching that stuff happen was, transformational. Transformational as far as my mind, watching that and realizing what's capable in this world, which you could actually do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's crazy. You hear that? He said it will never happen again for you to see a player break bread like Jesus did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the term. That's why we use that term, break bread, because somebody as dope as Jesus made sure the story, the fable went as broke bread with fish and broke bread and fed the many. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson. You heard me? Shout out to 50. Shout out to the BMS series. Shout out to Meech and his family for sharing this type of content You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people had to take this stuff to their grave. A lot of these people, you know what I'm saying, just had to be out on the outside looking in and just be like, shit, we just have to be there. But now we get the chance, the opportunity to see that if you're in America, at some point in time, you may have to get your hands dirty.
It's dirty.
Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It don't make you the worst of the worst. It's just circumstances on how you deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I tell you, beauty, wealth, and success is to the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what that is. So tell me this here. Like, during that era, still living there to this day, and you see the transition, you know what I'm saying? What was it like having the music of during that early BMF, like to see that when it transitioned to Atlanta and they end up having somebody to kind of vocally do the soundtrack of this super team when Jeezy had dropped the Thug Motivation, you know, 1-on-1, and it ended up being like the soundtrack, the theme music of you know, the infamous Hustlers from the 313, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like no matter what it was at, y'all were all connected through the music with y'all chest out, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm watching Scarface with no music on. You know what I'm saying? So what was that like for you during that when that came out? Because you already knew it as a child, right?
Yeah.
And then it come back as the audio.
Yeah, it was amazing how Jeezy was able to so poetically capture that time. And make it like a time capsule, man. His albums was like a time capsule. You know what I'm saying? For that time, you know, I remember a lot of the stuff that he was saying I could really relate to. I used to ride and hustle to his music, man. You know, and during that time period, and he did a very good job expressing himself and telling the rest of the world what was going on, you know, in our lifestyle.
Okay.
You know, from Detroit and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought it was dope, man. I seen, I had a partner that had put me on it, but I had met him before he dropped the album. A lot of people don't know this, right? He came down, I was in Baton Rouge. I had a studio on top of a movie theater. Anybody out here knew this, right? Called Crack Alley, you heard me? You get where I'm coming from, but also it was for the fact that we had but a crack of an opportunity to make it from where we was from, you know what I'm saying? So he come up in the studio, and he was like, man, I wanted to meet you, dig? You feel me? So we running and sitting down, and this is where he popped off, you heard me? This is so loud. A program director had brought him there, shout out to Jay Tweezy. And he was like, look, man, I heard you do beats and everything. You heard me? I said, yeah, I'm up in here at One Stop Shop. He like, man, I'm spending my own money. I heard you spending your own money. I had to meet you. You know what I'm saying? I heard you spending 6 figures on yourself in this bitch. You heard me? And he was like, I just spent that type of money with Benny Boom on his video. I'm like, bro, you heard me? So he's like, man, put some beats on. I put some beats on. He found like 3-4 joints he was fucking with hard, you heard me? And I said, yeah, it's all good. He had a little something with him, a little high yellow thing. So I think that probably had his attention at the time, you feel me? But I told him, look, you can get with me, you know what I mean? When you finish doing what you do, you heard me? He did his thing, man. That boy went to Alabama. He called me the next day, say, bro, what is it going to take to get you in Alabama to bring them beats? You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you this here. Now, I don't know. I'm so happy he ended up getting with Shawde Red, but I'm going to tell you this here. Sometimes you just got to go with the flow. Now, to this day, he can ask me about production because he also processed that's what I was doing. But he was like, what is it going to take to get me there? If I would have known business-wise, that this was really good regardless financially up front, just go. Who's to say what? Right?
Yeah.
But
right.
I can
y'all never finished the song together?
We never finished the vibes, you heard me? But I'm gonna tell you this, yeah. I ended up producing.
Hey, that would have been fire. That would have been fire, man. Who got that fire? That would have been fire, bro. For real.
Round.
Yeah.
For the streets, for the neighborhoods, just for people that just would have loved the scene. But I'll say this here. I ended up producing a joint for Jadakiss. And he telling me he needed a joint to do for him and Jeezy. So he came to me for a joint to produce because I did what you ride for me and him on his project, his first solo LP. So I produced the joint. Now, don't get me wrong. out of all the people that they could have got to do the track, I ain't even going to name all the people that could have got to do the track on GP. Kiss and his team, shout out to Mike L, shout out to my Rough Riders. They felt like, I hear you, and I know that you know what you would want, who you would want to rap on to do this collab, right? But we betting on Jones, and if that's cool with you, you hear me? And they wasn't doing nothing wrong, because he had already gotten to a point of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was sure shots when he did X, Y, and Z. You hear me? But he still rapped over, so he still took a chance. You feel me? So shout out to Jadakiss, shout out to Jeezy for doing that something else. Let me produce that something else, and getting on the chorus a little bit. And I like the trip. It was so good that they put it on the project twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's on there with Jeezy and Kiss and myself, and then it's on there again as a remix with some artists that Kiss had.
Okay,
so I'm saying that to say,
you did the production on that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's called Something Else. It's out. You can available. It's Google. It's on Kiss albums, iTunes, Apple, Tidal, whatever. But like, this is super dope, man. I've always had a dope connection to the 313. Always had a dope connection. I'm gonna trip you out right now, right? I tell people this. A lot of people don't know this. You familiar with the brother Jay Dilla, right?
Yes, sir.
For sure. For sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what area Jay Dilla was in, or he resided, or he represented, right? But I'm gonna trip you out. I went to Flint, Michigan on something random. Drove all the way from New Orleans. You heard me? Something was so righteous, was so fine out there. I drove to I'm gonna pull up in my big boss hog. Yeah, you heard me? Now when I got there, you know.
When you went to Flint, was them the days of Breed and Pac?
No, check this out. When I went to Flint, I had already dropped There's When They're Family. So that's May 5th, 1998. So it had to be between that and Street Life. It had to be right between that. Right between that, right? So whatever between May 5th and July 6th, 1999, it had to be between that, right? So I was out there, family. I think I recorded music with Jay Dilla, bro. When did Jay Dilla pass away? Do you know? I don't know the facts. So we can come back to that.
No, I can't remember exactly when it passed away, and I don't know. I can't remember exactly what side of the city he's from either. They just say Detroit, you know.
I think he's from the east side.
You from the east side?
Yeah. Say, fam. I don't know. And man, I hope you know what? Let me look it up right quick in real time. Let me look it up in real time.
Wow.
Because I'm gonna trip you out, bro, just to let you know, like, man, bro, you don't know what you might be doing. Let me see. Okay, he passed February 10th, 2006. Fam, I'm telling you on everything I love. I recorded with that man and didn't even know who he was.
Yeah.
Somebody hooked us up. Somebody hooked us up and said, man, you need to go work with homie, man, Jay Dilla. It'd be nice if y'all, you know what I'm saying, you go and vibe. Bro, I went and worked with this man. I swear for God, I wish I had a camera, bro. Homie had a 3000, MPC 3000 making beats.
Yes,
we was in this bitch. I'm talking about, I'm laying some vibes. You hear me, dog? I don't know who got it, but how would I have known after all these years later, the Erykah Badu's he produced for all kind of amazing acts, right? And I'm already working with homie, bro. Yeah. Right?
Frank and Dank probably got that. His cousin.
I'm gonna have to ask, bro. Like,
dude,
if
is a Detroit legend for real, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Dog, so that's crazy. That's crazy. So this I'm trying to tell you, like, man, shout out to Detroit. I got some great memories.
Did you ever are you familiar with the underground Detroit music scene, like the East Side Cheddar Boys and
I heard
Rock Bottom and Street Lords and the ones that Jeezy signed, the Cash Out Doughboys?
Now, I
Heard.
was familiar with the Cheddar Boys because I think they had a dude. I got to think of his name. He's a light-skinned brother with braids.
I can't remember,
I'm
but
gonna
I
think
know
of
some of them is Wipeout.
because
I
he
think
came down
no,
here and
that's
recorded with
the
me and
Flint. That's the
KL.
Flint niggas. Yeah,
He
that's
came to.
Tough Tone. Tough Tone.
No.
That's
I'm
one
gonna
of them.
know his name, man, when I hear it. But he came down to Baton Rouge, you heard me? And he wanted to, I think, man, but damn, is he messing with me? Can't think of his name. Boy, that boy came down here, he was nice. Ooh, he had Michigan. I was like, man, Detroit coming like, he was like, yo, he was nice, homie. And me and KL was working with him on some joints. I hope he see this interview. I hope he see this vibe. I hope he see this communication. Just, just like barbershop talk. We just running it. You heard me? Like, man, I hope he see this, bro, because he was nice and he was a solid cat. Damn, it's like something money.
You talking about Blade Icewood?
No, it's like something money. Maybe he had money in his name. I gotta think of what it is, bro. Easy money.
K-Deezy. You know what I'm saying? I know a few of them. At 7 the General.
7 the General.
It's a lot of them from Detroit, man. I can go on all day.
Yeah,
really, man.
It's gonna come to us. Tell me this here. The underground. Who was the guys that we should have known about? I hear you naming some people.
Those are the ones that I just named are the ones that y'all should have knew about. The Cheddar Boys, the Street Lords, Rock Bottom, K-Deezy. It's a lot of good Detroit people. It's some fire. They really set the Blade Icewood. It's one of he was Detroit. He was kind of like Detroit Tupac. They killed him. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of like Detroit Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was definitely one of them. It's been a couple. You fuck with Royce the 5'9", you know he mainstream though, but you fuck with Royce and Obi Trice.
Obi Trice, he's popular. Hey, I just did an interview on Bizarre.
Bizarre?
Yeah.
I think I was just watching him live the other day talking about. He was on there talking about him and his artists. He wasn't messing with his artists, something like that. You know what I'm saying? He had to stop dealing with people because they was it's a lot of stuff going on in Detroit, so he had to bag up from dealing. Detroit is it's kind of hot. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy around here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. Hey, is it a certain particular group that got it hot, or is it like it's that season? It's like about to be fall, winter. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like
man, truth be told, it's these young niggas. What I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, these young niggas. Yeah.
Hey, bro. I can never tell somebody to wait on feeding themselves, you know what I'm saying? But hey man, like if there's any youth tapped in, man, let me tell you this, man. I mean, we all was wild, hot tempered and stuff like that, man. But man, if you 19 years old, 17 years old, and you so happen to be tapped in, your uncle, somebody, your mom was watching, man, it'd be dope if you give yourself a 5-year plan. You know what I'm saying? Treat yourself and give yourself a 5-year plan. Don't get me wrong, man. College is the safe place for you to mess up. I feel like that's an adult nursery.
Yeah,
go to college or something and go mess up, about some classes and stuff like that, man. Life is a little too hard. It's realistically a recession right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this here. You're not scared of jail? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that Generation Z is, and Generation X don't care about the so-called Jim Crow. Like they're not scared to live their lives and not scared to pursue happiness, you know what I'm saying, what they feel like they need to do. But I'm going to tell you, like, man, like, listen, women, families, kids, certain things is just off limits and out of respect, man. Like, just out of respect, man. Like, you crashing out, there's no reward for you crashing out and killing innocent people. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, if you got an issue with somebody, communicate. You got an issue with somebody that's life-threatening, do you need to fucking move? You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep, man. It's not that deep. Now, if it go to a point to when you know, your big homie or your uncle Jones words, you know, don't apply, you know, and it's lives being taken, and you know, you feel like you're on some retaliation shit, you can go talk to God. And you know, I can't tell you how to live your life on that level. But man, if it's on some money, let me give you an example. Someone owes you money. Do you want the money back? Most people say, yeah. If you kill them, how do you get your money back?
Don't.
Right. You don't.
And
I ain't a
sometimes,
genius. I ain't a genius.
sometimes,
Right.
You know, I ain't
Right.
a
sometimes
But that's
rocket
simple. That's
scientist.
simple. Yeah, that's simple right
I
there.
ain't a rocket scientist. I'm just
sometimes
saying,
it's
like,
a cheap price tag to get rid of a headache, you know,
I
because
just want to give a small example of something. I want to give you a small example. A lot of our people like to praise, like the mafia, mob, you know, no particular names, just the idea of something. And I watched this, I guess like a little movie, a docu-series or something. And this dude said Lansky, right, is the name of it, right? Certain things resonate with me, right? I got partners doing life sentences, plural. Not one, not two. Life sentences for one person. Just one person, right? And one thing he told me, this him, I'm gonna get back to the movie. He told me, Fiend, he said, one thing about greed, it does not get smaller.
nope.
It can only get bigger.
Nope.
Right? The
100.
Lansky thing, right? Lansky had the idea of that everybody owe you money. And he loved money so much, he broke the mold of that you owe me money and I'll hurt you. You owe me money and I physically do you damage. You owe me money, I'm yanking your children. You owe me money, I'm snatching your girl. He broke that mold and came up with a system of that. From the business standpoint, you could owe me and pay me for the rest of your life. The end goal was to get my money back. So they stopped all that and put these guys on loans, started like making bank loans. And they could garnish your wages. They could, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, learn who you're doing business with, man. Don't bring your emotions to the business table. And if you can't, if you don't loan nobody nothing, you can't spend 3-4 times and don't miss it.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And kill the thought of you can't do business with your friends. That is a lie. That is a lie. Most people don't want to deal with the fact that they have uncomfortable conversations with their friends. And it's normally the uncomfortable conversation is money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have it overstood.
That's the problem. Hey, but the reason why we have a difficult conversation with money is because financial literacy wasn't ever taught to the black people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black people lack financial literacy, so we don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to handle money. We don't know how to invest. We don't know about the stock market, how to use it to our advantage, like a lot of people, like a lot of other races are using it towards their advantage. You know what I'm saying? We the only ones.
I agree. But just like that, we know that we don't have something or are not nourished with something, we have to seek it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem. A lot of people ain't seeking it. They ain't trying, or they don't know how to seek it.
Well, it's so easy. We've been dealing with life with cash hand over fist.
Yes.
We didn't got very much accustomed to that. You know, I was telling somebody the other day, oh, another thing. I'm happy you brought that up, London. Great point, brother. Great point. All right. Did you know how some Jewish communities, how Jewish banks loan money at a bank? I'm gonna give you a history lesson. Do you know, this just for an example, this is not a hate conversation. This is no different than me pointing out a gazelle from an antelope. Just a comparison of something, right? Do you know that if all three of us was of Jewish descent and I had a Jewish bank and y'all two wanted to borrow money from me as the bank, do you know that I believe, I don't know all, but some banks, that if y'all wanted to borrow money, let's just say $100,000, tell me right now, what do you think the interest rate is on the loan that y'all both borrowing $100,000 from me?
Ooh, I just looked at one that's about
just
70.
I would say
just random. You can answer. Just you.
I would say the interest rate is probably going to be lower for the Jewish person than it is for me.
Throw a number out.
About 7 to 8%.
Yeah, something like that.
That is awesome. 0%.
Wow. So that means they basically get a free loan.
So what I'm trying to tell you is this here. It goes back to financial literacy. Where are the banks that look like us three that can do the same thing to help?
Yeah.
To help.
We need to establish some black-owned banks. Kanye needs to take some of that money and buy a bank.
See, my thing right now is what I come to discover. I don't feel like I have it all figured out, but what I come to discover is Kanye he should just be working and not be. I can't tell him not to talk, but as big of an influence he is, and opportunities he has to scrape up all these funds and do remarkable things, I think he needs to stay away from announcing what's going on inside.
Right.
Because we are
and just move in silence. Yeah.
Less announcements, more actions.
Exactly.
So that goes back to what I'm trying to tell you. So now you don't have to give me $25,000 or $47,000 on top of the $100,000 in a loan, right? So now them $47,000 interest, I'm just randomly throwing something out there. Like them $47,000 can go to a whole nother investment.
Yeah.
Right, and they're not wrong for that. They found ways to upscale their people.
Yeah.
To upgrade their people, and that's what I haven't had the opportunity to do. That's why I try to tell people, man, we got to find like minds and just go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what Oprah isn't doing, but everybody's not entitled to do anything. It's on them what they're gonna want to do, but we know what we can do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So if we find some like minds, that'd be kind of fly to do that. Because guess what? It started from, now we can go back to the BMF series. Some young men and women figured that this was an opportunity to change their trajectory of wealth in America. This is America. Are we really, we can't judge. Who are we to judge?
Yeah.
Who are we to judge? So guess what? So now they got it figured out. So now, in the perspective of legally, now they can capitalize and make 20 times as much as the money by telling a story of making it in America.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
It's happening. It's just,
I got to get with you, London. I got something I'm doing. And I know that it can help pour back into communities on a silent way to get better results. Like little something.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm a small time engineer, music engineer. I do music, and I do music engineering, and I write. I'm a songwriter.
Sure.
But I'm small time. I ain't never made it to the big league, so.
I appreciate you being transparent with me. But the reason why I'm saying that is the idea that I have is the conversation you and I are having. Like, I want to get with you. I got something I'm doing. I'll tell you offline and run it with you. You too, Shawde. I got something I'm doing that I believe that can help, because it's the type of content that can be shared in your area. And it's a vibe, and it will eventually bring something back, and it's going to open up a door for both of you, in the sense that we can do something else of your personal experience, your personal life where you are. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we could build on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is not about how much money you got in the bank right now. It's not about how many platinum plaques. This is about what we're doing right now, but compartmentalizing it in the right way that, you know, we can capitalize off of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we're definitely going to talk about that. If you get a chance, you could DM me, Shawde, you could DM me as well. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Hey, I appreciate you gentlemen making time to tap in. This will not be the last. This will not be the last. This is real good.
For sure, for sure. And look, people, you know, we as a culture, as black people, man, we need to help each other up, man, because our minority, our culture, our black people are some of the poorest in the country. You know what I'm saying? All the Jewish got more money than us, the Arabics, everybody, every nationality got more money than us. So what we need to do when we get into a position of power or a position to help, we need to pull each other up, man. That's the main thing that's missing in our black culture, is that we're not pulling each other up. We're too busy. One person wants to stand on top of the other person and say, yeah, I'm a notch above you, or just instead of just bringing somebody to your level and being equals, man, and we all be equals and we all work together and love each other and shit like that. That's my message for the day, and I had to put that on here before I got up off this joint. You feel me?
Appreciate that, man. You heard that? That's when you got that fire in you. That's when you got that fire in you.
And one last thing before I go, RIVACYDE records.com.
Boom. There it is. Shout out to my brother London out there in the 313. You heard me tapping in. It's a real legend out there and survived here to this day. He's been jamming for 24 years. I appreciate you. If you did not know, I appreciate you for still being here, still being a stand-up guy. This ain't going to be the last time we chop it up.
Hey, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you for all that gangster shit you spit on the records all these years. I'm a big fan, man. You kept it real. You keep it real. And that's what's up.
I appreciate that, man. All I want to do is be me in this lifetime, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to put that on every day. You heard me? Easy to slip that on every day. Hey, man, Shawde, appreciate you. You heard me? I know you want to light your stick up, baby. You're going to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You heard me? You're going to do your thing. You feel me? Shawde Banx, you want to shout out your IG or anything? Shout out your handles, anything going on?
Shawde Banx at IG on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Full Horseman coming. Box a million, Bout My Bread, Ghetto Greek, Crescent City, all the filet and the DNA, you heard me? Straight from the bottom of the 18th. Hit me up.
Boom. There it is. Gentlemen, I appreciate you. Y'all have an awesome day. You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Nice meeting you, brother.
Same here. Now, look, it's already obvious that, you know what I'm saying, your people love you, got love for y'all, but most importantly, I want you to love yourself. You know what I'm saying?
All day, every day.
Man, there it is. Till next time.
Every day.
Peace, peace, peace.
Who got that fire? Won't you pass me the green so I get higher? I can't